pretty much the same width apart, right? There's one, not one in front of the other. There's right here, square stance. When you're in a square stance, that is your defensive stance. Okay, that's me ready for someone to try and grab me, grab my legs. I'm ready. Okay, now we also have an offensive stance. We call it a staggered stance. Okay, so my feet are staggered. I got one foot in front of the other. If you're right-handed, typically you're going to lead with that right leg. Okay, if you're left-handed, you typically lead with your left leg. If you're ambidextrous or amphibious or whatever you want to call it, doesn't really matter. You can do it both ways. Okay, but for the sake of this, whichever dominant hand you are, you're going to lead with that leg. All right. So I'm right-handed, lead with my right leg. Pretty simple, right? Next part of it is we need to stay athletic. All right. We need to stay athletic. Every single sport has their own different kind of stance. Whether in football, you're getting down to your three-point stance. Volleyball, you're getting low, ready to move. Okay. Baseball, you're getting your batter stance. Okay. Every single sport has their own stance. Wrestling stance, we have our knees bent. Okay. Our chest is up, our head's forward. Okay. Our hands are out front. I don't want to have my hands out here for munching. Okay. I want to be in, hands down, low, ready to stop someone if they're trying to grab me, or ready to grab someone's leg. Okay? So, again, I have my square stance, and I have my staggered stance. My knees are bent when I'm in either one, hands are down low in front, head's up, chest is up, looking forward. I don't want to be here. Any guess to why I don't want to be right here? Someone's going to throw my face in the ground. It's not going to feel good. Okay? So, I want to be squatted, hands down, heads forward. That's the basics of getting in your stance. Alright? Now, the last thing we're going to touch on before we actually go do something is how we move and how we walk. Alright? When we're in our stance, you're not going to walk like normal. Okay? You're going to walk the majority of your weight right on the balls of your feet. Okay? Right there. Not on your tippy toes, but you're walking with your weight on your toes. Weight on the balls of your feet. Okay? Not walking on your heels, not backing up. Okay? Weight in the front. That way I can move quickly side to side or forward and back. Alright? The last thing is when we're moving in our stance, we don't want to bring our feet together, and we definitely don't want to cross our feet. Okay? Any guess to why? If I bring my feet together and someone pushes me, I'm going to fall over. Same thing if I cross my feet, I'm going to trip over my own legs. But if my feet are like this and someone pushes me, I can brace it. Okay? So don't bring your feet together and don't cross your feet. So when you're moving both feet at the same time. So if I'm circling, I'm moving both feet at the same time. Okay? Now, what we're going to do for the sake of this, we're just going to walk in our stance. Alright, we're all going to line up back here on this line. We're all going to get into a good stance here, and I'm just going to walk forward. Okay? Walking forward. Alright, number 2 on the line. Go! Part of our warm-up, we do it every single day. Okay? So you better get used to doing it. Alright, so there's 3 aspects to it. The first 2 are defensive strategies. The last one is an offensive one. Alright? So, we already did our drop step during our warm-up, right? We started here, we did our butt walk, like this, right? Stepping forward, stepping forward. We're going to add a little something to it. We're going to be standing when we get to this. Okay? So, when I stand in this, I'm going to be taking a step forward. Okay? Just like I take a step forward when I'm on my knees. When I take that step forward, I'm stepping to my heel. Alright? Once I step to my heel, I'm transferring my weight to my toe. I'm moving forward. Okay? So from my heel to my toe. And lastly, I'm going down to my knee. Alright? Now once I'm here, my other leg, it drags behind and it steps up so I can get right back into my stance. Okay? So I'm here, I step, heel, toe, knee, drag my foot, step right back into my stance. Okay? Pretty simple, right? Here, step forward, heel, toe, knee, stepping forward, right back into my stance. Okay? You'll know you do this wrong when you step, when you come up like this, take a step back, then come down to your stance. That's the wrong thing to do. Because what happens if I stand straight up? I'm going to get lit up. They're going to blast over me and take my head off. It's not going to be fun. So I got to stay in my stance. I'm still wrestling, even though I don't get that takedown. All right? So I'm here. Step forward, heel, toe, knee. Drag my foot. Step right up. Any questions on that? All right. Back on the line. Remember, if they're in a good stance right here, I have to get underneath their hands. All right? So that's why I have to get down low, and then I can come up once I get that leg. All right? Well, now that we know they're trying to grab our leg, we got to stop them, right? So we got two different things we can use to stop. We have a down block, and we have a sprawl. All right? So the down block is exactly what it sounds. Okay? I'm going to be blocking down. When I'm doing this, I'm in my stance. Whichever leg I have forward is the one that they're going to shoot on. Okay? So, if I have my right leg forward, they're going to be shooting on my right leg. Now, when I do this, I need to take my leg away from them. I don't want them to grab it. Okay? So, I'm moving that leg back. As I'm moving that leg back, I'm imagining that I'm going to grab the top of their head and I'm going to push it down into the mat. Make it be mat. Okay? So, when I do that, I'm going to have to get low, all right? I'm not just going to, bam, and their face is going to be in the mat, right? I have to get down. So I'm here, bring that leg back, take their head, put it into the ground. Right back into my stance, all right? They shoot on this leg, bam. Bring my leg back, touch the mat, okay? So I'm here, bam, down, touch the mat. Here, bam, touch the mat. Any questions on that? Pretty simple, right? All right. So, get back into the corner. Bang. Push that head down to the mat. Okay? Now, inevitably in wrestling, someone's going to actually be able to get a hold of your leg. All right? If you can't stop with that down block, they're going to get a hold of our leg. So now we need to know what to do if they grab our leg. We're going to sprawl. That's exactly how it sounds. I'm going to sprawl my body out, kick my legs behind me, and I'm going to land right on top of it. Now, for the sake of this, because we haven't gone over actually taking a shot on a person yet, we're just going to be sprawling with a shadow. Okay? So, when you sprawl, when there's no one to land on, we got to land on something, right? Do not land on your face. Catch yourself with your hands. Alright? When I go down, I'm kicking my legs back, and I'm landing on the tops of my thighs. Alright? Do not land on your hip. Okay? If I land on my hip, it just makes it easier for that person to come around and score on me. But if I stay squared up to them, and I land on my thighs, all my weight's going right down on their shoulders, and it doesn't feel good. Okay, so, when I'm doing this, I'm in my stance, they shoot on me, put my hands down to catch myself, and I'm kicking my legs back, and landing on the tops of my thighs. So I'm here, bang, right to the tops of my thighs. Here, he shoots, tops of my thighs. Okay? Now, what do we talk about when we stand up straight? What happens? They're going to line us up, okay? So, after we sprawl, we can't just stand straight up. We have to move and we circle around them, okay? So, when I sprawl here, their body's right here. I'm going to move my feet and circle in my stance. Alright, so, you're in your stance, sprawl, touch your feet, circling away. Imagine that person's right below you. So here, that person's right here. Get on my toes, circle right back into my stance. Alright? Sure. Any questions on that? Yeah. Alright, so you're going to be moving around in your stance. Hands on the outside, drop this leg. Grab it with both hands, don't just barefoot it. A lot stronger right here where you keep this leg tight. Okay? So I get in on the shot, I'm here, my head's on the outside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push with my head, and I'm going to grab this other leg. Okay? So I'm I'm here, take my shot, heel, toe, knee, step up, come across, grab the other leg, right at the knee. Now grab up here at the hip, don't grab around the waist, grab at the knee. I'm going to push with my head, and I'm going to pull his legs across my body. So I'm doing this motion. Like I'm trying to shove him over.
Roll up.
Can't you? Main thing to remember out of this is pushing with our head. Don't try and take this shot to get in here and you try to do this. I can't pull him with my ear. I can push him with it, but I can't pull him. So I gotta push. Throw his hands, dive in. Okay? So I take this shot. Heel, toe, knee, grab the leg. Once I'm here, grab the other leg, push my head, and I'm going to run all the way through it. Okay? Sometimes it helps when you take this shot to look across their back. All right? So I'm looking across where I'm going. Okay? Get in on your shot. Go to the other leg. Drive with your head. Really drive. Don't just be here on your knees and push them over. Get to your feet and drive. All right. Any questions on that? The next thing is stopping and getting water. Right? There's not a water break in wrestling matches unless someone's bleeding or someone's hurt. Okay? The only time you're going to get a drink of water in a wrestling match. That's 6 minutes. Okay? Almost 6 minutes. So while we're in practice, prepare for that. We give you plenty of opportunity to go get water. Alright? You come up and ask me, most of the time I'll say yes. But don't just stop when we're in the middle of conditioning and go get water. Alright? You will get water. You are not going to die, I promise. Okay? Brings us to the next thing. Taking care of yourselves. Alright? Now that we're getting into the swing of things in season, we gotta take care of our bodies. We gotta be eating alright. Okay? If you eat a lot of hot chips, okay, make sure you guys are eating. Make sure you guys are drinking plenty of fluids. Alright? The more good food you put in you, the more water you put in you, the less this sucks. The quicker you will recover that night. Okay? You guys get home. Make sure you guys are showering. Alright? Wrestling is a dirty sport. Alright? It's dirty. You're rubbing up against someone, you don't know when the last time they showered was. Make sure you guys are showering. Okay? The last thing we need is some skin plugs going around, and then the whole entire team has it. So make sure right as soon as you guys get home, you're taking a shower. It's the first thing you do. Don't sit down on the couch and take a nap. Go right there, take a shower, then hop into bed and take a nap. Alright? Take a shower. Plenty of good food and stuff in you. You guys will be feeling fine. Alright? Tomorrow we're practicing at 3 o'clock. Okay? We're starting at 3 tomorrow. We should be done probably around 4:45, 5-ish. Okay? If there's any people you know from football, or any people that weren't here today from the past couple weeks, get a hold of them. Alright? I don't know who